In the last lecture on Russia and Ukraine, what we have discussed about the Black Sea grain deal, and in that deal Russia is not agreed to extend it. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today we are going to discuss an important topic. The title of today's topic is Why Crimea Bridge Was Attacked, and this topic is important from GS2 perspective. So before moving to the points of discussion, first of all we will discuss previous day question, and the question was related to Black Sea Grain Initiative. And in this question, first statement was, it is a grain initiative by Ukraine only. This is wrong. It was started during COVID-19. This is also wrong. It aims to free shipment of grain to Asian countries. This is also wrong. So your answer would be none, because here they are asking correct statement. Moving to the points of discussion, first of all we will discuss the news, then who carried out the attack, what is the importance of the bridge, history of Russia's annexation of Crimea, practice question for prelims and mains. And this part is very important for your mains exam, so be careful about this part. Moving to the news part, so Crimea is currently part of the Russia, and the Crimea bridge was attacked, and it is said that Ukraine has attacked this, and in this attack 2 people were died and 1 girl was wounded. And on a social media a video was circulated, and in that video what we have seen that a part of the bridge was tilted but it was not immersed in the water. It means there was an attack on the bridge. So this is the news. Moving to the next slide. So the next slide is about who carried out the attack. So Russian spokesperson Maria Zakharovova has directly said that it was an act by Ukraine, and it also said that United Kingdom and United States are directly involved in this attack. On the other hand, Ukraine has not taken any responsibility, and it said that it is a strategy or it is a conspiration by Moscow itself, and by this act Moscow wants to provoke all over the world. So this is the claim by Ukraine. So moving to the next slide, which is what is the importance of the bridge. So why this bridge is important, and in news we will discuss. So we have already discussed that this bridge was attacked. So what is the importance of the bridge? Because it sets the direct link between the transport network of the country and the Crimean peninsula, and it was inaugurated in 2018, which is 4 years after of Crimea annexation, and it is a part of the route that supplies fuel, food and other products to the region, where the port of the Sevastopol is the historic home base for Russia Black Sea Fleet. So what is this Russia Black Sea Fleet? So Russia Black Sea Fleet is a commandant, or what you can say an army, which protects the boundary of the Russia. So it supplies food and fuel to that Black Sea Fleet. On the other hand, its importance has been increased during the Russia-Ukraine war, because it connects the Russia to the Ukraine and it supplies arms and ammunition to the Ukraine. So this is the importance and significance of the bridge from the Russia point of view. Moving to the next slide. So history of Russia's annexation of Crimea. So whatever the rivalry is happening between Russia and Ukraine, so this thing is new, or what is the history of this thing? So first of all we will discuss that what happened in 1783. So in 1783 Russia has annexed the Crimean territory from the Ottoman Empire, and at that time Tsar was in the Russia. And what happened in 1954, Russia has given its territory to the Ukraine, so it has transferred its territory to the Ukraine. But till the time Russia was regretting its decision and it wants to undo its mistake, and in 2014 what we have seen that Russia has annexed the Crimea. And by which method it has annexed the Crimea? So by the method of referendum it has annexed the Crimea. So this is the brief history of Russia's annexation of the Crimea. And why this thing is very important from a Russia point of view, why Crimea is important from Russia point of view? Because it's most of the population, mainly 60% of its population belongs to the Russian origin. And in this sense, this thing is very important from Russian point of view to annex that territory and to expand its territory. So this is also important. On the other hand, the Crimea bridge and all the Crimean territory will connect Russia to the sea, and it will also give the sea resources to the Russia. So from this point of view, this Crimea territory and the whole Crimea bridge is important from Russia point of view. So this is the brief history about the Russia's annexation of Crimea. Moving to the question part. So practice question is, before 1954, Crimea was part of Russia. In 2014, Russia annexed Crimea. The third statement is, it was annexed through a referendum. Here you have to find the correct statement. Your options are only one, only two, all three, none. You have to answer this in the comment section. Moving to the mains part. So, practice question for mains. The expansionist policies of various countries are dismantling the world's peace. Comment. So, first of all, you have to find the keyword here. So, what is the keyword here is expansionist. So, in intro, you have to discuss that what is expansionist policy and what do you mean by expansionism. So, you have to discuss this thing in the intro part, and then you have to find the body. So, what is the body? So, the demand of the question is dismantling the world peace by the policy of expansionism. So, here you have to give the example of China, Russia, USA, Israel. So, all these countries are responsible for expansionist policy because they kept expansioning their empire or territory, or what you can say, their country's size. So, is this true? You have to discuss this thing in the body, that what is the impact of expansionist policy among all over the world. And so many poorer countries, low economic countries are in the trap, and what we are finding out that there is a neo-colonialism kind of situation. And USA is also following this. So many Western countries are also following this. European countries are also following it. And this has a very bad impact on the poor income countries, because in the garb of loan, in the garb of development, they kept themselves in the trap of the developed countries. And this is a new kind of expansionist policy. On the other hand, you can also discuss the rivalry between India and Pakistan and India and China, because India always elect Pakistan and China, especially the China, because China wants to expand its territories, and in the name of expansionism and in the name of national protection, it is capturing the territory of the Arunachal Pradesh. So this thing you can also discuss from India's perspective. On the other hand, so many countries, especially Nepal, has also elected India, that India is also wants to expand its territory, and it has captured few areas of Nepal. And in the new parliament building, what we can see that there was a map in which few territories of Nepal was shown. So it was allegation by the Nepal, but we are not saying that we are expanding. So you can also discuss, and at later you have to give the conclusion. So what you have to give in the conclusion? So in conclusion, you have to balance your answer. So first of all, what you have to discuss, that whatever the expansionism is happening, it's not good for the lower income countries, and that has set the bad ethics for in front of the whole world, and the UN and all the countries had to intervene in this matter. Because of this expansionist policy, earlier Russia was part of the G8, but now it has become the part of G7 because it was out from the GS group. So these kind of sanctions should be imposed the countries who are following this expansionist measure. So you have to answer this in the conclusion part. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any queries related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.